Hey there, fellow Americans. Today's a good day. So while we are passing through Hobbs, New Mexico, if you didn't see all the things going on, we were sent to check out an RV park called McAdams, Harry McAdams Park. We parked here. There's a old Air Force base from the World War II era. It was really cool. Started wondering a little bit about the lead deposits that might be there and heavy metals and how they might have affected the residents of what was an RV park there. But as soon as we started inquiring, the parks guy came and threw a lock on the gate and shut it off from the public. And they claimed they had leases. Hey, Blue Unicorn, what's up? They had leases that may restrict areas of the public from that Air Force base. But regardless, they locked it up. And for last week, we have been working with the local governments here in Hobbs, New Mexico. And today they have opened up the gates. Let me show you, let's present this. I'm going to show you a video file here because here is here is said that the locks were removed from the gates of the Air Force Base now, and you can see they are. Locks have been removed. I wish I was out here when they got here, but you know they let me capture that on camera. I'll tell you what. There we go. Locks have been removed. Gates are open. 2,400. It was a lot of work. That's 2,480 acres of American land that was being restricted from American people. What's even more than that is there's an RV park back there where the infrastructure already has electricity and water and all like that, that the homeless people in RVs and vans were utilizing that they can now utilize again. They've been restricted from that area since 2008. Okay, so 2008 is when they shut down that RV park. For the last 13, almost 14 years, the American public, 14 years, American public has been restricted from almost 2,500 acres of American land. And during that time, they put up a casino and a racetrack at the back of the land. So, you know, I just want, I'm so happy today. You know, anytime that we can protect the access to nearly 2,500 acres of land to American people, that is a win. And we couldn't do it without the support of all of y'all out there. Really, really appreciate your support. Really, really appreciate that you give a fuck, because a lot of people don't. You know, a lot of people just go through life, and when they're restricted, they restricted. They just do as told. And to see that we have a network of Americans that are standing up for the rights of all of us to access public lands as we see fit, as long as we aren't breaking the law. That's going to go a long way. Even in the auditing community, as you see, we're getting more and more trespassing from public lands issues in the auditing community. And that's what brought this to our attention to begin with, was an event in, I believe it was Asheville, North Carolina. And you can see that on the Audit Archives channel. And that was it was an audit on public land where Ryan was, he was trespassed from public right of way, and so was I. And that's happened more than once. That's just one of the examples that actually broke me. I was like, look, these cops literally think they can restrict public land from the American people, and I did not fight for this country in order to see that happen to our country and us be restricted from lands that are ours. So victory in Hobbs, New Mexico. We love y'all. The lockdowns, yes. The lockdowns, they increase the homeless in a lot of places. No, they're not. They're not all junkies, but I'm sure that was sarcasm. There are junkies apparently on the streets as well as in the houses. You know, I grew up in a working class, poor working class white neighborhoods. And, you know, I saw going into people's houses, especially as a kid, how many drug and alcohol problems existed behind four walls. And it was just pretty much every house. I mean, And then when I dated my first girlfriend from a kind of a prestigious area, a little bit north of us where I was living. Yeah, I knew you were. They had same issues, drug issues, alcohol issues. But yeah, I knew you were. I just gave you a chance to talk a little bit more. I love you all. I love you, Blue Unicorn. Thank you for being here. And victory in Hobbs. Moving on across, we're going to head back toward Quartzsite in Arizona for the winter, and we will zigzag up and down through New Mexico. So we'll give you some great shots from Rio Dozo, in the mountain areas up by Santa Fe, and then we'll do some auditing up that way. Swing back down south to hit Quartzsite by November, the end of November, and you'll be with us the entire way. Love you all. You have a grateful day.